Imagine living in 18th century New England, where time was measured by church bells, roosters, and pocket watches. If you needed to wake early, you relied on your own discipline or a rooster's crow.
What?
In 1787, Levi Hutchins, a 26-year-old clockmaker from New Hampshire, wanted something more reliable. Rising early for his job was essential, and he devised a clever solution, an alarm clock that rang every morning at 4 a.m. Hutchins's invention was simple but groundbreaking. He modified a large wooden timepiece, attaching a bell mechanism that would strike precisely when the clock's gears reached the designated time. The catch? It wasn't adjustable. The clock rang only at 4 a.m. every day, without fail. For Hutchins, this was ideal. He needed no other wake-up time. For anyone else, however, it was impractical. A farmer might rise at dawn, a merchant at sunrise, a student at mid-morning. Single fixed alarm suited no one but its creator. Because of this limitation, Hutchins never tried to patent or mass-produce his design. He considered it a personal tool, not a commercial product. In his later writings, he reflected that he never intended to invent the alarm clock for the world, only for himself. Still, his 4 a.m. device stands as the first known alarm clock made in America, a quirky precursor to a technology that would eventually shape daily life. The idea of alarm clocks was not new in 1787. Mechanical alarm devices had existed in Europe for centuries. Ancient Greek engineer Plato is said to have used a water clock with an alarm-like feature. By the 15th and 16th centuries, European clockmakers created household clocks with adjustable alarms, though they were rare and expensive. Hutchins's creation was unique in that it was both homegrown and purpose-built for a specific lifestyle. The true revolution in alarm clocks came later, in the 19th century. When industrialization demanded punctuality on a massive scale, factory workers, train schedules, and regimented urban life required reliable timekeeping. Adjustable alarm clocks became affordable, spreading worldwide by the mid-1800s. By the early 20th century, they were ubiquitous, found on nightstands everywhere. Snooze buttons, electric power, and digital displays refined the concept. But the core idea remained the same: a machine to jolt us from sleep on command. Hutchins's clock, though impractical for the masses, symbolizes the deeply personal nature of invention. He saw a problem in his life and built a solution. He didn't foresee the Industrial Revolution, global trade, or the regimented schedules that would make alarm clocks essential. Yet, in solving his own problem, he foreshadowed the transformation of human time itself, from natural rhythms to mechanical precision. Today, alarm clocks have evolved into phones, smartwatches, and apps that wake us with vibrations, light, or even gradual tones mimicking sunrise. Still, the DNA of every alarm device traces back to a simple idea that we can control our waking time with mechanics rather than biology. Levi Hutchins's 4 a.m. alarm clock may not have changed the world, but it illustrates how personal necessity can spark invention. It was a tool built for one man, one life, and one stubborn hour. And in its odd way, it reminds us that the march of progress often begins with solutions crafted in wood, gears, and the desire to get out of bed on time.